All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and get started. Welcome to Diamond Zone. I have the pleasure of doing the Diamond Zone call this morning. I know you guys aren't used to seeing my mug at 7 a.m. Jeff has a little bit of a toothache, so he's been up all night, poor baby. So I'm going to kind of go over some stuff with you guys. I know that a lot of you were on the team training call with our presidential millionaire, Jeremy Roma, last night. And obviously right now we've got a 3-week push to get everybody to rank advance, okay? This is the time, I mean, not to be cliche, but put the pedal to the metal. If you're diamonds, you got to go double diamond. If you're grand diamond, you got to go president. If you're platinum, you got to get diamond done. I'm going to throw it out there, we got to get double president done. Actually, we're gunning for grand president, but we got to rank advance. Everybody here on this call, I'm going to challenge every single person, and I don't care if you're brand new, get to diamond or above, all right? Now, I know that we announced a contest for Jeff and I. There's going to be a lot of exciting things happening in Vegas when you hit platinum or you hit, if you hit gold or platinum, there's going to be special VIP seating. All right, so that's fun. But if you hit president, just so you know, don't set your sights short. I want everybody to think bigger right now. When I go through this training, I want you to think bigger. If you hit president, Jeremy Roma he's basically has segments where all the presidents are going to speak and do a training for 30 to 40 minutes. So you got to be a president to be on stage. Now, of course, if you hit diamond, you'll be recognized. There's going to be lots of recognition. But you know what? Everybody should be gunning for president. President is where the game begins. Diamond is where it begins, but president is when it gets really fun. Since we got to president, we've been on a bunch of trips for presidents only. Obviously, there was a diamond trip to Dubai. There was another president council meeting up at a beautiful exclusive resort in LA. The next president event is going to be in Miami at the end of June. So I'm just telling you guys, this company, Fabio's like Santa Claus. He treats his leaders like gold, and he really rolls out the red carpet. You don't want to be left out of this stuff. I mean, this is the good stuff. The good stuff is being involved in these events, okay? It's just a lot of fun, and of course, that's what life's all about as far as I'm concerned. So obviously right now we're going to talk about the big push being Vegas. If you have not got your tickets yet, and I know you're going to hear this over and over again, I'm sure you're going to get sick of hearing it. We got 66 people on this call right now. It keeps climbing, but that's the first piece of business. When you get off this call, please go get your tickets. Then what I want you to do is, first of all, you commit, okay? Then secondly, reach down to every single person in your team, and I want you to get them to commit. Call all your leaders, okay? Call all your frontline distributors, and then have them all call their frontline distributors. Do a team call. You know what? I'm going to tell you right now, when I got started in network marketing, Jeff will tell you this. I remember going to events, and all I did when I sat down, plopped my butt on the seat, is I counted in the audience how many people were under me. That's what I did, because I knew I wanted to have the most people in the room. I think we went over these numbers. If we didn't, I think we're looking at 100 people on our right, 100 people on our left, right there. Okay, that's how you rank advance. If you got 50 people on your right, 50 people on your left, that's how you go diamond. The more people in that room, the more money you're going to make. So just think about right now, your focus is promoting the event in Vegas, because you're going to be kicking yourself. If you're sitting there and you didn't promote it to your team members, big faux pas, okay? Just it's part of the plan. If somebody gets in, it's just assume they go to Vegas. Otherwise, I'm like, why are you doing this? Especially if you're talking to a leader, which is what we're going to talk about this morning. So Vegas. The other thing Jeremy talked about, and I'm not going to get into all the announcements, you guys. I'm not going to get into all the announcements from Dubai. I know that we had a diamond update call with Chad and Natita, and Jeremy did an update call. Jeff did an update call. A lot of updates from Thailand. But what you want to make sure you do, and this was on last night's call, if you're a leader right now in Vegas, there's only 2,300 seats. As soon as these 2,300 tickets are sold, this event is closed. You cannot have any more people go into that arena. It will be packed. And so some of the leaders, what they're doing is they're pre-purchasing 10 tickets. And what Jeremy decided to do was if anybody bought 10 tickets right now, because a lot of people are launching leaders, he's going to discount them to the early bird pricing. Does that make sense? So anybody who buys their tickets and they buy in lots of 10, what's really smart about that is you'll be able to get early bird pricing, and you'll have these extra tickets for leaders that are getting in, because we're going to be launching people up until the event. Or what if a leader gets in and he's got about 50 people that just got started? You don't want those people to not be in Vegas, okay? So having said that, that's something you can do, all right? Okay, I'm sorry, what was that? I already did. Okay, Jeff's critiquing me already. Uh-oh, mute all. Let me mute again.
No, we got to uncheck the checkbox.
Uncheck the checkbox?
Yes.
Okay, uncheck the checkbox. Yay! Okay, everybody's muted. All right, so let me get into the training, you guys. You know, now that I've kind of talked about Vegas, we'll be talking about Vegas every time we open up a Zoom meeting, because that's the focus. We have 3 pay cycles until Vegas, 3 pay cycles. Everybody knows the pay cycle starts Tuesday morning, okay, and it ends Tuesday morning. This is the time frame in which the volume is calculated, and whatever you do determines what your rank is, okay? So first rank, everybody should always be focused on when you're bringing someone into the business is to get them to diamond. Okay, that's the first focus when I'm talking to a leader. When I'm talking to anybody, first thing I ask people is, number 1, do you want to go slow or fast? Okay, based on that person, I know whether they're going to go slow or fast. If I'm talking to a leader who has credibility, okay, they've been in multi-level marketing before, or they're just business people, they have a great contact base, these are the kind of people that I know are going to go fast. I talk about, you know, how fast do you want to go? In other words, my goal with everybody is to get them to diamond. Diamonds make between 8,000 to 10,000 per month, because that's what they make if they're hitting it consistently. When somebody says, yes, that's the plan I want to be on, I want to launch them, okay? So that's what I'm going to talk about this morning. I want to launch them. Now, for some of you guys that are sitting on the call right now, this might be more than you need. Okay, I want you to understand that. But there's some people that are sitting on this call that need to hear this, okay? Because you're bringing people in, you're taking on the face of leadership, and you need to know when you're sitting on a runner what to do with them, okay? Because I know there's a lot of people that bring in highly credible people, and if you're not launching them correctly, you're doing yourself and them a disservice, all right? So when I launch somebody, the first thing I want to do is I want to qualify my person. If I've got somebody that says, you know what, Lisa, I'm busy, I just like the helo, if I show this to people once in a while, I'm going to dip my toe in, I'm afraid of multi-level. You know, you have those people. They're not people that you're going to launch, okay, that I'm going to talk about right now. I'm going to get them started. I'm going to send them the welcome letter. I'm going to give them big hugs, and I'm going to be there for them. But they're going to plug into the system. They're going to plug into the live webinars that we do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday at 6 p.m. Pacific Central Time. I'm not going to be doing private launch calls for them, because if I'm launching someone who wants to run fast, a private Zoom meeting that I'm going to do for that person really represents 10 or more people, okay? So that's not the person that wants to go slow. Everybody understand the difference? Okay, the other thing I want to say is if you're brand new and you're on this call, work with your upline diamond on this strategy, okay? This is something that you're going to need mentorship on, Okay, you want to make sure that you're getting the right direction and you have someone overseeing what I'm about to talk about. So if I'm working with a brand new person, I'm helping them with this strategy. Does that make sense? If I'm working with a leader like Shaylisa and Tim, they got it. Okay, if I'm working with Bill Davies, he's got this. My diamonds and above are managing this for their people. If I'm working with Patricia Cagnati, another diamond, Dan Mays, these are people that are doing what I'm about to talk about for the people that they launch, and they're helping to manage their team. This is all the distributors that are underneath them. So again, you need to look up and you need to see who is going to help you manage this, okay, if you're not a diamond or above. Does that make sense? All right, so the first thing is after I qualify my person and I know I've got a runner, okay, sounds funny, like a runner. Remember that movie with, everybody loves, what's that movie with Mary? A Bleeder? Anyway, I digress. All right, so we're gonna go over the launch. First of all, if I talk to somebody, I just talked to a leader yesterday. She's ready to make money. She's ready to go diamond. She's got network marketing experience. She's been involved. She needs to make money fast, all right? What I'm gonna do is I said to her, I'm gonna launch you. And let me tell you what that looks like. We are going to send her, first of all, okay, first thing I do when I launch somebody is I send them the welcome letter immediately. And I say, what I want you to do, let me go to my new screen. What I want to do is I want to go ahead and send her. Okay, does everybody see this? Boom. There it is, welcome letter. I'm going to send the welcome letter, okay? I'm going to get that out really fast. I said, Sabrina, I want you to review the welcome letter. I'm going to give her very easy instructions. So I don't want to weigh somebody down with a lot of stuff because leaders usually are a little ADD. And if you start to go over too much, it slows people down. I don't want to slow anybody down. This is my direction with the leader. I want you to watch myhelobiz.com, boom. I want you to get on the Facebook page, okay? I'm gonna add you right now because I want, everybody has a team Facebook page for their group. Make sure you add your new person to the Facebook group so they stay connected. And I want you to start sharing helo.life with as many people as you can. I don't want the new person to think. I want you to start sending out this text. Have you seen this new wearable technology yet? Fox News said it's one of the five top products for 2017, and we're bringing it into the US. Would love your feedback. Watch this, helo.life, and I'll fill in the blanks. Thanks, Lisa G. This right here has really proven to be a very effective text. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell my brand new person, okay, all the people that you're closest to, I want you to call, text, and instant message. Call, text, or instant message. If I've got a new person that wants to call their new person, here's the call script. And really, again, I'm not a big script person, but yet some people like bullet points to follow. If I'm calling somebody and they're my best friend, I'm gonna really just say, listen, I'm sending you a text, helo.life, and I want you to watch it. When can you watch this video? It's 2 minutes, and I'll call you back as soon as we can talk. My objective is with the person that I'm launching is I told the brand new person, let's just call her Mary, that she needs to get as many people watching helo.life as possible because we're gonna do a private Zoom meeting for you on Saturday or Sunday. Now, the reason I say Saturday or Sunday, today's Wednesday. If I'm talking to Mary today, I want Mary to start running today, not tomorrow, today. So we've got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I like to give someone 2 to 3 days to really kick it and to contact as many people as they possibly can. This is their coming out party. This is their blitzing day, their blitzing days. So I'm going to schedule their call, their private Zoom meeting on either Saturday or Sunday. Now, depending on their schedule, I'm going to say what time is best for you. So if they've got a birthday party for their kid on Saturday at 5 o'clock, obviously we're going to do it on Sunday. So we're going to book the time, and then I'm going to give them the link to the Zoom meeting, which we'll talk about in a minute. All right? I'm going to say, here's the Zoom address, and your objective is to blitz everyone this message, inviting them into a private insider call Sunday at 5 o'clock. Is everybody hearing that? And their goal is to book as many people into this private insider meeting as possible. Now, during this 3 or 4 day blitz, we're going to be doing lots of three-way calls. Because if somebody says, I'm there, I'm all over it, I'll see you at 5 o'clock on Sunday, boom, that's done. Just get a piece of paper, get yourself a notebook, and start booking all the people in, writing their names down that are going to be on this private launch call on Sunday at 5 o'clock. Now, for the people that say, well, what is this? I want to know more. This is exciting. I want to know now. That's when a three-way call is appropriate. Okay? Three-way calls, we've talked about them. I'm not going to do a lot of training on that, but this is where you're going to edify the leader you're working with. I'm working with the top people in the company. Okay? They're the ones I'm partnering with. And we're going to be I want to set up a call. When's a couple good times that work for you? And we're going to get you on a call, 10 or 15 minutes max. And I'm going to let Lisa or Jeff or Shay Lisa or Tim or whoever, Patricia, give you more information. Does that make sense? So you could do three-way calls up until the time we do this private launch Zoom meeting at 5 o'clock on Sunday. Okay, so that's our party. That's the first time. So then what we're going to do, okay, so everybody see that? So these are the things I go over. Now I'm going to tell the person, if there's others, like, now let's talk about it. There's a Zoom meeting tonight at 6. There's a Zoom meeting on Friday night at 6. There's 2 big Zoom meetings before the private Zoom meeting. They could be funneling people into the live opportunity meetings. So you guys understand, it's not just about the private launch. It could be they might want to plug people into tonight at 6 o'clock. There's also recorded opportunity presentations, Hilo.money. But the whole objective is to get that person going and to get that person using every single ounce of their energy on those first 3 days and contacting as many people as possible. All right? So now that we've got down what we're going to do, we got the game plan. Now I'm going to take you over here. I'm going to share my screen. Okay, does everybody see this? Okay, this is called a paper app. The paper apps are on C. Everybody write this down. And this is also on the welcome letter. This is your presidential upline, Chad and Natita Chong. cnworldgn.com. cnworldgn.com. Now, I'm getting somebody started, okay? And I want you guys to follow me on this. I'm getting somebody started. I want to create as much volume as possible, okay? If I'm starting Mary and she just got started, okay, I'm going to fill out this paper application. With Mary, she's going to pick her premium package. She's going to add the bios in. I'm going to sell the benefit of obviously going premium. But worst case scenario, let's say she goes family pack, okay? And I always say, you know, if somebody buys 1 Hilo, that's really for a consumer. But they're going to buy their package. Of course they're going to get the loyalty membership. And they're going to fill in all their information. Everybody on this call, this is in the download section on cnworld.com, cnworldgn.com. You want to print a bunch of these, all right? Next thing I want you to do, okay, you get your new person on this paper app. Now I want you guys to stay with me on this. If I'm launching Mary, I'm not gonna put her in the system yet, okay? Because what I'm gonna do is I wanna drive her to Diamond, okay, after her first launch call. Then load all the apps in. So hang with me on this. This is a strategy, and it's only for leaders that you're launching, okay? So if there's questions after this call, feel free to call me or call your upline Diamond. But this is a strategy right now that you can use when you're launching a leader. So I'm going back to cnworld.com. I'm doing a new share. Okay, if you go to the event tab, okay, let me go up to the event tab. Boom. You're going to see how you can get your own Zoom account right here. World Business Overview Online Zoom. Now, this is not for the new person necessarily, but I'm really encouraging leaders very quickly to get their own online Zoom account. This is how we do live presentations for the people we're launching. You want to be in business for yourself. You don't want to be handicapped or become an invalid to your upline. So when I say this online Zoom account is for people that really are wanting to build a business, get it. Because if you get this online Zoom account, they've set up a discount for all world distributors. You can now do these live Zoom meetings for your team. Very easy to figure out, okay? And you can work with your upline on practicing, but this is where you get it. And I'm sharing with you guys some tools. The other thing is up on this event tab right here, if you go over here to World and you go over here to Downloads, if I scroll down, here's where the application lives, right? And here's where all the presentations live. So all you're doing, look at all the different languages, by the way. All you're doing is you're going to go to English and you're going to download the opportunity presentation in blue and you're going to save it on your desktop. So this is what you're going to open up when you go through the presentation for your new person, okay? But if you're working with your upline, they're going to help you with this, all right? So I'm sharing with you where to get your tools. Does everybody understand that? You got Zoom accounts, you got paper applications, you got presentations. So this is for the person that's ready to do this, okay? Now, I'm gonna also go out on a limb and say this. If your upline did this for you and they launched you and they got you to Diamond, during that process, you were trained on how to do this. So you know how to do the Zoom, right? You know how to upload the presentation. You know how to go through everything. You know how to do the applications. This right here, you're then equipped. You've been anointed. You're now a leader. You could do this for your people. Simple, okay? Very empowering to be able to work with your people and get them started. So now going back to, I got somebody I just got started, right? I went through the welcome letter. They know the script to send, right? Now I want them to go. Mary, go. And remember, you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. I want her to start sharing Hilo.life with as many people as possible, okay? Now we're fast forwarding. We've done lots of three-way calls. We may have gotten some people in because they were ready to get started. We're gonna put them on paper apps. I want you guys to follow me on this, okay? Now it's Sunday at 5 o'clock. Mary's gonna get on the Zoom meeting. She's gonna introduce the meeting, tell her story. I'm gonna coach Mary on what to say. She's gonna share her story, her why. She's gonna introduce the speaker, edify the leader, and she's gonna turn it over to the person who's gonna do the presentation. If that's her, that would be the upline. That would be the person, the sponsor who's launching Mary. So let's say that's me. So I'm launching Mary. I'm then going to do the Zoom meeting. Now, if there's 10 people on the Zoom meeting, okay, now I'm going to show you the concept. New share. Okay, now I'm going to show you the concept. I got 10 people on the Zoom meeting. Mary's at the top. Now, my objective is to help Mary get as many people started as possible, right? Some of them have already had three-way calls. Some of them might even have been on a live webinar on Friday night or maybe tonight. And now they're on the live Zoom insider meeting Sunday at 5 o'clock, okay? So Mary, let's say, has 10 people on, okay? After the meeting, we're going to close it up and we're going to say, for those that are ready to get started, we want you to call Mary and tell her you're ready to get started, and tell Mary where you want to start. Premium, that's the best. Family pack, of course, is the second best. And if you just want to be a consumer, of course, you can get one helo. Or you're not interested. There's 4 choices. Okay, premium obviously is for the person who's really super serious about the business and they want to position themselves for success. Okay, and then we go through the packages. So after the close, we close everything up. Mary, okay, I'm going to be on call, ready to work with Mary. Mary's going to get a call back from 8 people. They're ready to get started. Okay, now I'm going to throw this out, and I'm just going to give you guys the concept. Let's say all 8 people want to get started, okay? Now, this is how a binary works. You've got a right leg and you've got a left leg. You guys see this? Right and left. Whenever somebody comes in and they buy 1 helo, that's 100 points, okay? So $319 in dollars, because the binary transfers into points. Okay, so when someone spends $319, 100 points lives in the binary. If someone starts for the family pack, $13.59, that's $13.59. I wish I could write better, but this is as good as it gets. 450 lives in the binary, points. And if someone starts for the premium pack, which is $19.99, 750 points lives in the binary. Now, if someone buys the loyalty at the same time, they get their family pack or their premium pack. An additional 50 points will live in the binary. And most people do that, okay? Does everybody understand? The loyalty is $59. People add that to their package. 50 points lives in the binary. Now, I'm going to stop there. I'm not going to talk about BioZen if they add that to the pack. I'm going to keep this simple. If someone starts for the single pack, they have to actually go back in and purchase the loyalty. It's got to be in 2 steps. And we need to start making sure we do this, you guys. A lot of people are not doing this with their people. I'm seeing a trend happen where the $100 shows up in the binary, and I'm not seeing the extra 30 bucks because you're not telling people to go back in and purchase the loyalty. Okay, gotta make sure you do that with your people. So when they go back in and purchase the loyalty, an extra 30 points lives in the binary. They have to do it this way because they're a consumer. They're considered a consumer, so it's not included in the checkout process. Okay, so does everybody understand the points that live in the binary? What do you need to get to in order to get to diamond? You need 10,000 points in matching volume on each side. 10,000 on your right and 10,000 on your left. So if we reverse engineer this and we divide, let's say middle of the road, let's say they did the family pack and they of course got the loyalty. That's 500 points. 500 goes into 10,000 20 times. If I want to launch a leader, I need 20 family packs on the right and I need 20 family packs on the left. Capiche? Right? Okay. So let me show you how we get this done. So we have 8 people that said yes. And let's just say for fun, 2 of them out of the 8 said they were going to start as premiums. That would be 800 points, right? That would be 800 points on the right. You put 1 on the right and 1 on the left. Now, in a binary, okay, when you bring somebody in, the first person is going to go to the common lake first, and you keep your person set to alternate. But we haven't loaded anything yet. Remember, this is all paper apps. I'm talking about how to launch a leader. And then the second person is going to go to the left on a paper app. You're getting the apps written out. Give me your credit card. Let's get your username, right? These are paper apps right now. You got to follow me on this. Then let's say the other 6 all started at family. That would be 500, right? 3 on the right and 3 on the left. So you got 4 on each side. Everybody see that? So you got 8 people that just got started. Now this is where it gets really fun. This is Sunday night. Okay? I just got 8 people's commitment. 2 started at premium, 4 started at family pack. How much volume is that? Obviously we got $1,500, $2,300 on each side. Now Mary's excited. But you just don't say, okay, you got 2,300 on each side, let's load them in the system. Now what we're going to do is we're going to start structuring. Because the week starts, I've got $2,300 in applications on right and $2,300 on the left. My goal is to do what? 10,000. So I need the difference, right? Okay, so that would be, I need 7,700 more. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna talk to all 8 people. And now this is when your upline comes into play. These are private conversations. And I'm gonna say, okay, we are structuring Mary's business. We have 8 people that got started. You understand how the binary works. The first person is going to go on the top of the right. The second person is going to go on the top of the left. And so on and so on and so on and so on. Being at the top of the right is better than being at the bottom of the right. Understood? Person says, of course I understand. So in all fairness, all of you got started at the same time. So what we have to do, in all fairness, is we have to put the person who does the most volume at the top and then the one who does the least amount at the bottom. So what we're going to do is we're going to give you until Monday night, until the close of business, everybody, all 8 people, to generate as much volume as you possibly can. And the one who does the most volume by the close of business will go at the top, because the close of business is Tuesday morning. Okay, so now now the momentum is crazy. I'll schedule another Zoom meeting, okay, depending on what's going on, potentially Monday night. See how the momentum right now is crazy? And I'm going to take this whole group now. I've got Mary and I've got 8 people, and I'm going to schedule another Zoom meeting Monday night, let's say at 5 o'clock Pacific time. And I'm going to give all 8 people the same instruction I gave Mary. I'm going to say, here's your welcome letter. Your big Zoom meeting is Monday night at 5 o'clock. I want you to blitz everybody you know. I want you to instant message. I want you to text. I want you to call. And I want you to get as many people on this call Monday night as possible, because we want to generate as much volume as we possibly can, right? So that you could be at the top of the right or you could be at the top of the left, okay? So now Mary's excited. She's got 8 people who just got started. There's a lot of people that might not have been able to get on Sunday. Her confidence has grown. Now she's crazy excited. She's going to start making more calls. She's going to call all the people that didn't get on. Now Monday night comes. Monday night comes. and we've got 50 people on the call. Guys, follow what's happening? 50 people are on this call Monday night. Mary got another 10, and between the rest of these 8 people, there's 40 more people on this call. Let's say the top person right here has 20 of them, because this is what happens. Some people just come out of the gate. They're leaders, they're runners, they're excited. And the other, 7 people got the other 10. So we got a total of 50 people on the call. All right? So now this is really fun. It's Monday night, and everybody's still on paper apps. You guys following me? Let's say this person is Bob. And Bob sponsors 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people, and they all start at the family pack. Are you seeing what's happening here? And let's say this person sponsors 1. I'm just drawing it out right now, not the structure of how it's going to look. And let's say this person sponsors none. And then let's say this person sponsors 2. Okay? Monday night ends. Monday night ends. Okay? Or actually, let's say this person sponsors, let's say Mary sponsors 3 more. You guys see what's happening? 3 more 500s. Now, all of a sudden, we have, Mary has sponsored a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 people. We got this guy at the top who's a runner. He sponsors 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. This person right here sponsored 2 people. And this person here sponsored 1. I've got how many apps? And they're all on paper apps. Now the week closes out and the new week starts. I get my whiteboard, you're working with your sponsor, and I structure my company and I load everything into the system. I start Tuesday morning when the pay cycle clicks over with all this volume in the system. And I have another full week to drive Mary to how much? 10,000 points on the right and 10,000 points on the left. So what would happen? I would put, just follow me with the thought process. Wouldn't I put this person first? I load in this person. Then what would I do? I'd put this person second, right? And then I'd load in this person, flip a coin, who goes next? I'd load this person right here on this side first. I'd load this person second. I'd load in this person, and then these other 3 people, I would load them in so that I have my balanced legs. Everybody understand? Now, all of these people that just got started underneath the $800 person, he's going to load those people in. And how does he want to do it? He wants to make sure he's got 5 on the right and 5 on the left. That's what we teach. So if he brought in 3 people and he brought in 5 people, he puts 3 on the left and 2 on the right. Now you've got your structure in place. Everybody's been loaded into the system. And if I add up the volume, okay? If I add up the volume, right here, let's say these people go to this side. And this person goes to this side. That's 1,000, that's 2,000, that's 3,000, that's 3,500, that's 4,300 on Tuesday morning on my left side. You guys see what just happened? And on my right side, I've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. I got 5,800 up on my right side. What's the goal? 10,000 points. Now I have a whole week on Tuesday morning to do what? I need 7, I need 5,700 over here. And I need how much over here? I need 4,200 over here. But do you think it's going to be hard for me to hit the $10,000 mark with all these people? With all this momentum? Now what I'm going to do on Monday is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to schedule another call. I'm sorry, on Tuesday after I load everybody into the system, because these were all paper apps. Now I load everybody in. On Tuesday morning, you guys listening? After everybody gets loaded in, we are going to do another live Zoom meeting. And let's say I schedule it for Wednesday. And I'm going to take this entire team and we're going to have every single one of them building for Wednesday at 5. Because I want to drive this person to diamond. We want to drive everybody as high as they possibly can go. So now let's fast forward. Tuesday starts, the following Tuesday, the pay cycle ends. You got 15,000 on the right and you got 10,000 on the left. Mary just became a diamond. But if you sponsored this person and this person was, let's say, on your right leg, right? Let's say this person was on your right leg. And let's say this volume, let me clear this all out. I'm going to clear this out, okay, guys? And we're going to close this thing up. Let's say this is Tim. Tim sponsored Mary. And Tim did what I just did with Mary. Mary closes out not this pay cycle, the next pay cycle with 15,000 points on the right and 10,000 points on the left. Tim, because he's been building, let's say this leg has been growing because he's been working that leg. He's structured his business already, and he's got 25,000 points that week, or with the volume that rolled over from the previous week, he's got 25,000 points on the left side. What's this equal? Tim just hit double diamond. 20,000 points is what you need on each leg to hit double diamond. Mary, because she had 10,015, just hit diamond. And let's say you have somebody down here, you know, see how these promotions happen? You have 3 or 4 platinums, you've got some golds, you got all sorts of stuff going on. This is how you do it. This is how you launch somebody. And what you want to do is you want to continue the momentum every 2 to 3 days, having this launch call. Now, by the time I promote Tim out and I close out the volume, Tim is a double diamond. He's got his Zoom account. Now listen to me. He's got his paper apps. I've been working with Tim. I've been on the phone every day with Tim doing 3-way calls. We're rocking and rolling. Guess what Tim's going to do? He's going to start launching people underneath him the following pay cycle and repeat the process that we did with Mary. Understand? Mary's going to start repeating the process with the people that she brings in. Because why? We got her to diamond. She knows how to do it, right? She's been on how many Zoom meetings? 5? So Mary can do her own Zoom meetings. We have to teach and release, okay? Everybody knows how to get set up on Zoom. Everybody knows where to get the presentation. Everybody knows how to launch someone. This is simple, simple stuff. This is the easiest thing you could ever do. You don't want to complicate it. If you've been on Jeff's webinars, you could verbatim repeat what he says, and you can condense them, right? So this is how you do it. So I'm done, you guys. Right now is the start of a pay cycle. It's Wednesday. I'm launching at least 5 or 6 people. I'm putting them all on paper apps. And I'm going to load them all into the system on Tuesday morning. And I plan on driving 5 or 10 people to Diamond. What's your plan? You could do this, by the way, with an existing person. If you've got somebody who has been in the system, let's say Mary's been in the system, and Mary's been on the sidelines, maybe she's been frozen, and maybe Mary's ready to rock and roll. It doesn't have to be a new person. She could be in the system and she just hasn't done anything. And now you're going to take all of Mary's people, just like I explained to you, putting them on paper apps, launching Mary, and then loading everything into the system on Tuesday morning. What it does is it's kind of called sandbagging. It's giving you guys an extra time to create the volume. Does that make sense? All right. So I am done. Happy Wednesday. I know that Jeff's on his way to the dentist at 8:30. So he's going to be very happy to be out of pain. I hope this was helpful for everybody. Have a great day. And we're available if you need us. We're always here 24/7, 7 days a week. God bless and have a great day.